Hi guys. For those of you that know me, you know I've been pretty much a seeker for the last half of my life. And for quite a while I've been wanting to experience psilocybin mushrooms, and I haven't come across an opportunity to do so. I haven't bumped into the right people. But at the beginning of this year, I was looking at Facebook and I saw a blurb on there by a fellow about this place called Myco Meditations down in Treasure Beach, Jamaica. A fellow named Eric has set it up down there. He seems to be quite an expert in mushrooms, all kinds. And anyway, he's got a legal system down there where you go down and experience psilocybin mushrooms. You can go for a week or sometimes longer. So when I read about Eric and what he was doing down there and his purpose for doing it, which is basically helping people, you know, get through their depression, PTSD, or anything else, or even people that are seeking spiritually and want to go deeper into their lives and expand their consciousness and stuff like that. So when I saw this website, I knew, oops, that's for me. So I signed up for the course and I took off. So this video is going to be about the week that I spent down there, and I'm going to kind of focus on some of the happenings during the week, but I'm mainly going to be focusing on the 3 psychedelic trips that I took while I was down there. And at the end of the video, I'm going to kind of put it all together, give you my perspective after having experienced it, and put my 2 cents in there about what I feel is the benefits or not from doing psychedelics or doing magic mushrooms, psilocybin. So let's go. Let's get going. Come on.
Tu papá upa, ven, ponte meses y maluca. Te traje la verde pa' que la mete en la juca. Puta, me fascina como lo disfruta. La traje de Jamaica, mami, como a ti te gusta. Esa que te envuelve y que te pone bien caliente. A mí me satisface porque me pone demente. Y se me importa lo que diga la gente. Tú eres mi tiguerona, mami, yo tu delincuente. Dime, mami, ¿cómo que la vamos a hacer? Dime, mami, ¿cómo que la vamos a hacer? Dime, mami, ¿cómo que la vamos a hacer? Tú eres mi tiguerona, mami, yo tu delincuente. Mami, no le pare a nada. Búscate los lentes negros y no te vayas a parir. No para, mami, no le pare a nada. Búscate los lentes negros y no te vayas a parir. Acababa de prender y vino un policía y me paró. Me puse 300 para la tenis, tranquilito me dejó. Andaba como una maluca, pero de una vez se paniqueó. Pero desde que se fue los monos hasta conmigo seguro. Tú no le pares a la policía, que siempre ando con feria porque hay que estar día. Aunque la vaina te prendía, hay que ponerle acción a la película para que no te vaya a paniquear. No le pares a nada, que tú sabes que hoy se mata. Hoy se mata. Para hacer no le puedo dar y no van a chancear.
I have to say, this is the first custard apple I've ever eaten, but it's really good. The lady here gave us a sample to try out. Those little black things are seeds, and it's very soft, and it tastes like custard. So there's a custard apple, or a piece of one.
Everybody put your hands in the house, yo lo acababa de prender y vino un policía y me paró. Le puse 300 para la cenita. Dime, tú no sabes. Bajo el Neycon. El Neycon. El Contreras. Marcha la Guiche. El clásico. El Bla. DJ M5. DJ M5. El papá de los controles. Dile a Ruiz que en esta vuelta nos quedamos con Toy. Tranquilo. Juanpa Fresh. Desde Mortal Record, la verdadera compañía. No me pidas el amor. A la noche cuando yo me voy, dentro se muere el sol.
Okay, I'm down here at Treasure Beach, Jamaica, a day after I had my first psilocybin experience. I'm sitting back on the porch of the cabin we're staying in. I'm staying here with two other fellows. One of them is from Sweden, and the other one, I believe, is from somewhere around McLean, Virginia. The beach is out that way, about 50 yards. I mean, very nice looking beach. But I want to talk about my first psilocybin experience and share that with you. Let me tell you first, where I am is down here at Myco Meditations. Legal psilocybin assisted retreats. And we get a bag, a carry bag like this, to take home with us. But anyway, last night, I'm here for a week, and we've got 3 psilocybin experiences along with other touring experiences and whatever we might want to do down here. And this first psilocybin experience is supposed to be a low dose, a fairly low dose, to see, just how you deal with it, how you handle it. However, I don't know how low it was, but 3 grams of psilocybin the first time. I just got to say, I don't think I've had so much fun in my life. I mean, I'll tell you, it was fun. Quite a few things happened, quite a few realizations came in. Let me see where I can start. First of all, I was having a lot of fun. And I had this thought, who needs a body to have fun? I mean, have this much fun, who needs a body? And I was just delighting in having the fun. And then I realized that I was dissing the body. It's like, I don't need a body to have fun. That actually I was trying to stay away from this body and have fun. But then the idea came in, the thought came in that, well, the body is as divine as anything else, so why separate yourself from your body? And all of a sudden, I started feeling myself coming into my body, feeling it more than I had since I was 4 or 5 years old. And it was an experience of fun. It's like these bodies can be fun. I was having fun in spite of this body, to where there's a difference in having fun with this body. Oh, that's one thing. I come across several appreciations that I wasn't aware of. One was appreciating this body like I hadn't been appreciating it all my life. Appreciate Eric, the fellow that's running this organization. Appreciate him sharing his life with us. There's about 15 people on the course. And he is really sharing his life with us, because this is what his life is about. And I can really see the value in it. What else was I appreciating more of? There was something else, but I'm not remembering what it was right at the moment. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know I had a really enjoyable first experience with 3 grams of psilocybin. The second one's going to be a little more, and I guess the third one is you decide what your you want, less or more or whatnot. But it definitely gets you in touch with yourself. Oh, I know what else it was that I was appreciating. The psilocybin itself. I realized with myself and his others here on the course that it meets you right where you are. The psilocybin does not have an agenda. The psilocybin's not coming on and doing its thing with you. It is meeting you right where you are and right where you're ready to accept the next step, next stage. In that sense, I mean, you couldn't ask for more than that. I can see where people coming from all different places in their lives and all different experiences, it meets them right where they are. It meets me right where I was. And you go from there. It's not like it's coming in to overwhelm you or whatnot. It can, if something comes up and it seems a little overwhelming, I can sense it's because you're ready to deal with it. It wouldn't be there if we weren't ready to deal with it. This is very complementary to what I've been working with, the art of self-inquiry. And I'm enjoying it. And I'll plan on doing a video and a report on the second one and the third one, and maybe wind up the whole trip. But I can tell I'm still integrating today what we did last night. Anyway, I hope this is kind of informative to you, and I really like this bag we got today, the Myco Meditations. Very colorful. So, that's my first video report on my Myco Meditations retreat. Talk to you all later. Ciao.
Fighting for freedom, young in a Babylon, said I'm a Congo natty dread, I fight for my freedom, I can never give in.
Okay, this is the morning after my second psilocybin trip down here at Myco Meditations. And what have I got to say about that? Well, I want to show you the terrain, a little bit of the terrain first here. This is the house I'm staying in, one of the porches on the house that I'm staying in. Anyway, let's see. I did 7 grams of psilocybin last night. I feel quite refreshed. I didn't get much sleep. I was up eating at 2:30. Went to bed at midnight. Stayed awake up till 2:30. Eating at 2:30. But I feel quite refreshed. There's a lot of things that seem to get cleared up and verified in my mind. It's like, well, I kind of knew those things, but somehow they were shown to me much more clearly. And by seeing them much more clearly, I mean, there's just a little more certainty in what I was thinking. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good. I guess I'm going to be going out on a boat today. I've signed up for going out to Pelican Bar. So, I guess I got more to integrate from last night. I wanted to say a little bit more about my second psilocybin experience here. What I was experiencing was the intensity of the experience. And all of a sudden, my mind was just bringing up everything to do with intensity. And I realized that life is intense. I think it was Nisargadatta that talks about the intensity of truth. And I realized that people are attempting to avoid too intense of experience. If an experience is too intense, you tend to back away from it. That's why you're backing away from life when you're backing away from the intensity of life, whatever situation you find yourself in. So, I can see where living fully is basically about being willing to be the intensity of the experience. And I started telling myself that this body here is the intensity of truth. And I can see where people tend to stay away from, get away from, or resist intense experiences, especially in childhood coming up. You have intense experiences and you don't want to go there again, and so you start resisting. I'm this, I'm not that. I never want to experience that intense experience again. But if you want to go back and reclaim your life, then you can go back and be willing just to experience the intensity of it all. Whatever the situation is, you can experience the intensity of it. That's about all I've got to say about this second trip. It was more intense than the first one, but I was enjoying the intensity. I got to where I'm starting to like intensity. I'm starting to like being intense. So I don't know what, but that's that. Okay, I'll talk to you on the next video. Ciao.
Yo lo acababa de prender y vino un policía y me paró. Oh, 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 oh. Le puse 300 para la cena y tranquilito me dejó. Oh, oh, andaba como una maruca, pero de una vez se paró.
There's our captain.
Oh, 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 oh. Pero desde que se fue lo mono está conmigo seguro. A mí llegó tu papá upa. Ven, ponte meses y maluca. Que traje la verde pa' que la mete en la juca. Puta, me fascina como lo disfruta. La traje de Jamaica, mami, como a ti te gusta. Esa que te vuelve y que te pone bien caliente. A mí me satisface porque me pone de mente. Y se me importa lo que diga la gente. Tú eres mi tiguerona, mami, lo duro y diferente. Que siempre ando con feria porque hay que estar día. Aunque la vaina te prendía, hay que ponerle acción a la película para que no te vaya a paniquear. No le pare a nada, que tú sabes que hoy se mata. Para la cena le pata y no van a chancear, aunque te encime mi hamaca. Me gusta tanto que no sé ni qué voy a hacer contigo. Por ti yo tengo aquí Che Juanpa y al plan de enemigo. M5 medio lute que es lo que es contigo. Está frustrada por el sonido y por eso no está conmigo. Hoy María con la nota de la mata. La chica pasa, el carro pasa. Hoy me la llevo en alta pa' mi casa. Hoy María con la nota de la mata. El flow, la grasa, chipero y cash, man. Everybody put your hands in the house, man. Yo lo acababa de prender y vino un policía y me paró. Oh, 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 oh. Le puse 300 para la cena y tranquilito me dejó. Andaba como una maluca, pero de una vez bajó vi el Myco, el Contreras, el clásico, el Bla, DJ M5, el papá de los controles. Dile a Rick que en esta vuelta nos quedamos con Toy. Tranquilo. J-Fix desde Mortal Record, la verdadera compañía.
Okay, this is the morning after the third time of taking psilocybin mushrooms. 8.5 grams even. And I'm feeling great. I'm out here on the beach. I've been out swimming. And that's all I can say is I'm feeling pretty darn good this morning. I looked at some stuff, big picture stuff last night. But I'm feeling good, feeling clear. The ocean is, don't want to get the sun in here, but that ocean is nice and warm and feeling good. I'm going to get back out in it. I guess I'll let you know in a few days just the final results of this trip or where it leads me. But I'm really feeling good. Talk to you later. Ciao.
Si no quieres amor en mi cuerpo sin ti no puede vibrar. Tú es mi fuerza, mi fuego. Se puede, no se puede, no se puede, no se puede, no se puede mais.
Você tinha tudo pra fortalecer. Já falei 1000 vezes que eu quero você. Quer mais o quê? Te amo, te amo. Linda, 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 nessa festa tão bonita, requebrando e amando. Linda, 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 é o amor da minha vida, requebrando e amando. Praia, madrugada, noite na balada, Rio de Janeiro, sou do mundo inteiro. Me dê sua mão e vamos pra Milão. E lá em Barcelona eu vou ganhar sempre.
Okay, I've been back for a couple weeks now, and what are my thoughts on the whole experience? Well, the first words that come into my mind are accelerated evolution, because that's what it felt like. I mean, you hear stories about, thousands of years ago, people following their cattle and these mushrooms growing in the manure and everything, and they would have just naturally have eaten them. And I can see if that were the case, and that did happen, it would be accelerated evolution. That's what the whole thing felt like to me. It felt like my neural nets were connecting, more and more neural nets connecting. Of course, I can't see that. It felt like it, and it feels like the right way to describe it. But anyway, I found it very worthwhile, very rewarding, and it seemed like it just fed me what I needed to see, kind of in a little faster manner than what I might have normally seen. I can also see that your intention for doing magic mushrooms or psilocybin, whatever you want to call it, your intention for doing it is going to have an effect on actually what you get out of it. Because if you're going to be using it kind of as an escape, then it's just going to be another experience that's chalk up on your belt for, I had that wild experience or whatnot. But if your intention is to grow from it, to expand, to heal, to get over some obstacles, to expand your awareness, spiritual awareness, or whatever you want to call it, expand your consciousness, I really do believe that the psilocybin mushrooms, especially under the right conditions, set and setting, will do that, does do that. I mean, I saw it in the people I was with there. I experienced it with myself. And I just believe that it's a very useful product for conscious evolution. It goes very well with the art of self-inquiry questions for looking within and integrating resistances and expanding your sense of self, expanding your identity. So that's my thoughts on the whole experience. I found it quite rewarding, and I may just get down there again sometime. So, okay, I hope all of this has benefited you somehow in watching it. And I've had fun doing it, have fun making this video. So, I'll talk to you all later. Ciao.
Fighting for freedom, young in a Babylon, said I'm a Congo natty dread, I fight for my freedom, I know I can never give in.